Good morning, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here, and we have a news break, and I'm going to share my screen here and show you what's going on here. I'm gonna get the sound on here.
Podcast. I'm your host, Shad Dales, and today we're diving into a major development that took place this week, and that's the momentum behind marijuana rescheduling under the Trump administration. And it's not just heating up, it's institutionalizing. But what's most surprising is the DEA under Trump's hand-picked nominee is now signaling that science, not ideology, is finally taking center stage, and it's about time. So with that, let's explain why. Let's start at the top. President Trump has made it increasingly clear he wants cannabis rescheduled. Quietly, he backed efforts to insert the Safer Banking Act into spending bills back in late 2020.
Ham hooray, everybody.
Now we're seeing the next step in the trajectory.
Thanks to Weldon and Amy Pova, the Can Do Clemency, and 40 Tons, the Last Prisoner Project, and everybody. We're really excited.
Trump's vision is extending to his cabinet. So with that, enter Terry Cole, Trump's nominee to head the DEA. Now let's not sugarcoat this. Cole's history is written old school drug enforcement. He built his career at the DEA in an era where cannabis was framed as a societal threat, not a therapeutic tool. He's historically been skeptical about reform. He's never been an advocate for cannabis, and as recently as a few years ago, he supported enforcement for strategies. But during his recent confirmation hearing, Cole made a bold pivot. He said, quote, reviewing marijuana rescheduling will be one of my first priorities, end quote. That's a seismic shift. Think about it. He didn't commit to supporting the specific Schedule 3 proposal, but he didn't dismiss it either. Instead, Cole emphasized a major turning point, quote, we must look at the science. The process must be data-driven. This isn't about ideology anymore. So let that sink in. A DEA nominee handpicked by Trump is now publicly stating that cannabis policy must be guided by evidence and not fear. That's new, and it matters. Now, this isn't just about Cole. In a Trump administration, cabinet officials are expected to follow the president's lead. There's no freelancing. If Trump says cannabis should be rescheduled, Cole's job isn't to debate it, it's to execute the policy. That's the dynamic we're watching unfold here.
Execute the policy.
Believes in rescheduling or not, Trump's agenda is setting the tone, and those around him, including the DEA, will be expected.
More important for our concert now to raise the funds to give restitution and bring all of our prisoners home.
This time it feels a little bit different for one reason. The conversation has shifted from cultural politics to clinical science. Past DEA administrators have largely resisted rescheduling on moral or bureaucratic grounds. They saw cannabis form as a political liability or regulatory chaos. But now we're seeing a reframing. Rescheduling is being treated like a public health issue. Like any FDA-regulated topic, it's about pharmacology, therapeutic benefit, risk profiles, and most importantly, data. The Department of Health and Human Services has already issued its recommendation to reschedule cannabis to a Schedule 3. The FDA has reviewed the scientific literature as well. And now the DEA, under Terry Cole, is being asked to finish the job. That's why his line about, quote, prioritizing science over ideology, it matters. It's not just lip service. It's a sign that Washington may finally be treating cannabis like medicine and not a threat. So really, what's next? If rescheduling happens, it could be a game changer. Cannabis businesses could finally take standard tax deductions under Section 280E, which many of you know. Research barriers would fall, opening the door for clinical trials. And the stigma attached to cannabis at the federal level would fundamentally be disrupted. And it's about time. But make no mistake, this isn't legalization. Schedule 3 still comes with some strict oversight. Still, the symbolism is huge. The DEA, long the biggest barrier to progress, may now be the key that unlocks the next phase of reform. And that's a good thing. So really, here's where we're at. A veteran DEA official, once skeptical of reform, is now being positioned to carry out one of the most significant federal cannabis policy changes in history. And under Trump, this isn't about winning hearts and minds, it's about executing orders. The order? Reschedule marijuana and do it based on science. So again, I'll say, let that sink in.
Based on
Here
science.
Black Podcast, a lot to unpack as cannabis rescheduling finally starts getting treated like a science-based decision and not political football. If you found this episode valuable, do us a favor, hit that like button and help more people find this content. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any updates on cannabis policy, stocks, and market shifts, and drop a comment below. Do you believe Trump's DEA will actually follow through on rescheduling? We're about to find out. And we've got more big interviews and insider insights coming up, so stay locked in. I'm your host, Shad Dales. Thanks for watching. And like I always say, stay open-minded, stay connected, and I'll see you next time on our latest Trade to Black podcast. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay, everybody, that was pretty amazing, and I've got to go help to put the Saturday market up and help Doug, and so let me come back to us here. Come on, my beautiful technology here. Exit our full screen and let's get, okay, so that's beautiful, everybody. So Ham Ham Hooray, everybody, let's ring the bell, and then I gotta go. So I'm really excited, and no Bozo's on this bus here, and Bozo is flying and really happy, you know, so it's 4:20 everywhere and somewhere. I'm going to go help Doug open up the Saturday market, and Ham Ham Hooray, everybody. Okay, it's a beautiful day, and come on my show this Wednesday, and let's see if we can get Tommy Chong on. Okay, bye-bye. Breaking news, bomb, 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 bomb. 3, 2, F Schedule 1, Schedule 3 coming.